Probably out fishing with his brother and emptying endless beer cans, throwing the emojis in water as he goes along. He'd been cited for littering dozens of times but just threw out the tickets. It wasn't the only thing he'd been in trouble with the police about. He'd been trespassed from more than one restaurant and bar for drunk and disorderly behavior and also had more than one driving under the influence conviction on his record. I drove over to Kaylee's house to find that the grass had not been cut in what seemed like weeks. There was a notice to mow sign and weeds were crawling up along the edge of the house. I walked up to the front door of the dark house. The windows were dirty and the shades were drawn. I knocked on the door and it took Kaylee a good minute to shuffle up to the door. She slowly opened it and I was shocked by what I saw. "Kaylee?" I said, looking her over. She looked like she'd been through the proverbial ringer. She was in a dirty unwashed bathrobe and her hair was a total mess. She looked and sounded totally exhausted even though it had only been a few days since I saw her at lunch. "Kaylee, are you okay? What's going on? Are you sick or something?" She said she wasn't sick and was just tired, then invited me inside. Honestly, in hindsight, I wish we just stayed outside and talked, because her once lovely home had turned into a total disaster zone. There were mounds of clutter piled up all over the place, and literal bags of trash sitting by the garage door. "Kaylee, my God, what's been going on here?" I muttered as I shook my head. She either didn't seem to hear me or ignored me completely. "So what was it you wanted to talk to me about?" I suddenly was at a loss for words. I had totally forgotten the reason I came here. All I could do was look on at the dilapidated state of both Kaylee and her house. I said, struggling to come up with something.